to Luke chapter 13. Go to verse 51. Is this the right one? Yes. Let me see. No, this isn't the right one. Salakia. Okay. Salakia, that was the wrong one. I'm going to go to Nahum. Chapter 3, verse 1. Because, this is just going into what's the fate of America, what's the future of America. Babylon the Great, Egypt, Assyria, all spiritually, all these wicked cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. What's the fate of these Americans? Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. And this is the bloody city, man. We're living in the bloody city. The noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of wheels, and of prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. So it's going to be a bloodbath out here, man. It's going to be bodies on bodies out here. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. Salakia. Just pull it up real quick. So there was a point I wanted to make. Okay. Let's see, where was I at? Okay, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts, right? So these Edomites have, polluted the earth with their philosophies, the wine of Babylon. And these other nations have followed after this whore. They followed after her, believing that they were going to be able to reap her riches. But they didn't know that this place was destined to be destroyed. Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. So, right, these devils are being exposed for who they really are. Every day is something new coming out about what Esau has done to, forward himself, done to these other nations, because Esau is the the hammer of the world, and they're about to be destroyed, man. And all these wicked things that Esau has done, man, it's just countless things that they, things that we've heard of, and let alone what we haven't heard of. It's like it. So their skirts are being discovered upon their face. Like it says, their tongues are going to fall upon them too. You know, because you got Edomites out here exposing Edomites, and through the spirit, man. You know, everything is being brought to the forefront about how they've operated this kingdom and how they've kept things going for so long through their witchcraft, you know, sacrificing, you know, all the rape, robbery, and murder that they've done to forward this kingdom. Verse 6, I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile, and I will set thee as a gazing stock. Right, so they're going to be these other nations are going to be mocking and laughing at these Edomites because they're like, this is who. Hold up, let me see. Basically, they're gonna be like, man, I can't believe we followed after these people. Like, this is the most wicked, most vile nation, and we were attempting to come in there in the ways that they follow. Uh, Verse 7, and it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say Nineveh, which is spiritually America, is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee? So right, there's not gonna be any comfort for the people, for the elite, for the 2/3, the heathens, all the people that have made their money, have made their name over here in spiritual, spiritual Nineveh, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Assyria, aka America, or Babylon the Great. This place is going to be laid waste, and the nations are going to bemoan her, but they're gonna flee from her because they're going to attempt to flee because they see the destruction coming to pass. All right. Okay, let me see. Next, I wanted to jump into Isaiah. Getting the point. This is the fate of America. Like I said, like the article said, do Americans have a future? Yes, but it's not a good one. This is the not so good future of of America, or Babylon the Great. So I'm gonna start here in Isaiah 13 and 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner. Salakia. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go to the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. So right, we're lifting up our voices to the nobles, man. We're not talking to these, peon Edomites. They should already know what their fate is. But these elites, these are the people who are going to be those first fruits of slavery. We're gonna have to fish them out of the out of the rocks, out of the caves and whatnot, the bunkers that they're hiding in, to put them in slavery. So, let me see, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of battle. So everything is being, the stage is being set for this place to be destroyed. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And what's the weapons of his indignation? It's those ICBM missiles, man. And even now, China got they hypersonic missiles. So all these nations that are against America uh, have these tools of destruction, you know. And like it says, man, they're mustering the host. The hosts are being uh, raised up to battle. The nations are being gathered together. Verse 6: Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. And the Lord has another name called Alashaja. Terrible demon-like power, and He's gonna bring that power down on these nations, or on America, first and foremost. But he's bringing His power to destroy this place. Verse 7: Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. So that could be, they're gonna be in a what's the word? A terrible state. It's gonna be a desperate. That desperation. That's what those pangs, those sorrows. They're gonna be in a horrific state. Mentally fearful. And as a woman, when women get scared, man, they're terrified, and that's how these men are gonna be. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And how's He gonna do that, man? He's gonna do that through these plagues, these pestilences, the sword of war, and then ultimately these ICBM missiles. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not give her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil. And the fallout from these missiles is gonna block the skies out, man. It's gonna be utter darkness. What was that? Verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So all that pride is going to be brought low, brought way low. All these prideful people, these prideful nations are going to be brought to a lower state and ultimately destroyed and then put into slavery. 2/3 of our people are going to be killed on this side, but they're going to be brought back through the elect. And Lord willing, would be of that number. But so they have at least a happy ending. They're gonna have to go through what they go through on this side, but they'll be good once the kingdom arrives. Let's see, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, which that's a man of the Lord, man, because that's gonna be the only man who's gonna have be able to protect anything in those days. And like we read in what was that? Second Ezra's, I believe it was 15 or 16. It's like it. We read in Second Ezra 16. These women, all the men are gonna be gone. So these women are gonna have to find a man of the Lord for protection. Let's see. That's when that Isaiah 4:1 is gonna come into effect. Verse 13. Therefore thou wilt shake the heavens, and the earth shall move out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce and in the day of his fierce anger. So those missiles, man, are gonna shake the earth, man. It's gonna be millions and millions, hundreds of millions of missiles, thousands of missiles, warheads, raining down upon Babylon the Great. They're gonna be hitting Israel. It's gonna be just destruction, destruction on top of destruction, man. The whole earth won't be destroyed, but these wicked kingdoms are gonna be destroyed. So like see what was that? And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee, every one to his own land. So all these nations who have set up shop in Babylon the Great are gonna try to flee. Are gonna try to leave and go back to their homelands. It's like everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So destruction is death. That's that judgment. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. And like it says, though hand be joined in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. So if you found joined in hand with these wicked, then you're gonna be punished right alongside them. You're gonna die right next to them. Let's see, verse 16. Salakiakim. Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished, right? So these kids are going to be out here getting put to death. These women are going to be getting raped. It's going to be, anything, the worst things imaginable, and then some things that we're not even going to be able to imagine, Like it says, there are spirits created for vengeance. So we don't even know what's coming up, what else he has in store. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Right, and that's going into, these UN troops, these mercenaries that are going to be out here, because this is going to be the first time that America has been invaded. And we can see the pieces being laid. They have China and Russia have troops all around the borders of America. In Mexico, they got them out there in the harbors out there off California. They got them up in Canada. So they're just waiting for the signal, the go word. Their bows shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, right? So, everybody can get it, man. Everybody's gonna get it. It's like they don't care. These aren't. they just doing their job, man. You can't pay them off. They coming to wreak havoc, man. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch. And going into that, man, as we know, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed and was set as an example, of what not to do. So like it was set as an example, and they got hit with fire and brimstone, Sodom and Gomorrah and those surrounding cities. Let's see. So when this place gets hit with the missiles, man, it's gonna be a desert. It's gonna say later in the chapter. This place is gonna be just inhabited by desert creatures. Let's see. It shall not be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and the owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry there in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So, right, the days of this place prospering, being the superpower of the world will not be prolonged, man. This place is going down, a blaze of glory, as they say. This is going to be the ultimate sacrifice for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. It says you got sacrifice in Basra, and this is the altar right now, man. Let's see. I'm going to just grab a couple more, and I'm going to close out. Let's go to Isaiah 34. So, just going into, man, the future of America, man. This is, it's not a good one. It's not a good one. It's good for us. But, for these Edomites, these 2/3, it'll be ultimately good for them. But, they don't believe it's good. And then these heathen nations, man. So, where I want to start? Start 1. Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation, the righteous anger of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is upon all the nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Whew. The Lord is coming to bring, man. He about to bring hell on you people, man. Man. Their slain also shall be cast out. Their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And that mountain also goes into their governments, their high-ranking political figures and whatnot, and ultimately their elites. And the host of heavens shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. And so, man, that's that nuclear destruction, man. And when those missiles hit, man, it's gonna be mushroom clouds, man. We're gonna have mushroom clouds all just boom, 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 boom everywhere, man. It's gonna be beautiful. Lord willing, man, we be the elect, and we be up in the chariots watching these things happen, man. Cause it's gonna be a beautiful sight. Let me see. I'll keep going, yeah. Let's see, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And that's the Edomites, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is filled with blood, and is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So it's gonna be a great slaughter, man. It's gonna be the greatest sacrifice to ever be sacrificed outside of Yahweh Shai putting his life on the line. But as far as like the number of people being sacrificed, it's gonna be a great number, man. Countless people. All right. What else we got? We can hit Isaiah 63. just back to the point, man. This place's future is not gonna be good for him, man. So Esau, live it up, man. Live it up as long as you can. Because once Yahweh Shemar shot sends the missiles, man. Once all this pestilence and plagues starts to ramp up, it's over. Like it's over for you, man. And you're gonna get your 1,000 years, and then the Edomites is gonna be destroyed. Right? So it's Isaiah 63:1. Who is it that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? And Basra is the capital city of Edom. This that this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. That's Yahweh Shai, man. He's not gonna have blood on him physically, but the amount of death that is in his gonna be at his hands is man, it's gonna be a great number. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thine garments like him that treadeth the wine fat? So right, it's gonna be a lot of blood, man. Let me see. Go to verse 4. I've trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Boy, man, hey, man, how about you, man? Yahweh Shai, call her volume like how about you, man, Shai? Because Yahweh Shai is about to put his foot up in your asses, man. Goddamn. Verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Yeah, man, Yahweh Shai is coming to get his get back, man. And he ain't sparing none but the elect. All right, let me see. I'm going to go Isaiah 66, and I'm going to close with this. Let me see, 15 and 16. Because this is the ultimate end of this place, man, this wicked kingdom. Like I said, man, does America have a future? Yes, but it's not a good one. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword shall Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So, that's the point right there, man. It's not a good future for you Edomites, for you heathen nations, for you 2/3, the immediate future is going to be terrors, man. So you're going to get to meet Alashajah, man. You're going to get to meet Yahweh Shai in his power, man. Because he's not coming to talk, man. He coming to slay. So, hey, call hello, you might. How about you, Shai, man? It's gonna be a beautiful day, man. Lord, why don't we be those men, man? We get to endure through this, man. We just pray that we get blessed with the endurance to persevere, and ultimately end up on them chariots, man. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. Does America have a future? Does America have a future? Yes, but it's not a good one. So I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all righteousness, truth, and sincerity. Shalom, Abba Ball, Kwame Sharala, DTA, soon.